Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Birushana, just continuing Tomomori's route. Oh right, we just got handed the Heike by the dying Kiyomori. Right, alright, and what did he call it? I forget what Rengetsu? So whoever that is, why does that sound so familiar? Like, am I having, like, fucking deja vu? Like, it's so, like, maybe I read it in the guide or something. I don't know, but you know what I mean? Why does that sound so familiar? Anyway. What's going on? I feel the exact same way. I don't know. I don't understand. What the hell just happened? In the dark of night, I desperately searched for a way out. Wait. Tomomori! Tomomori ran after me and grabbed my arm in the yard outside of the mansion. Where are you going? Let go of me! And if I do, are you going to run away? Of course I will! I'm Genji. I have to get out of here before more Heike arrive. That's what I planned to tell him, but my head went blank. I can trust you. There's no one in the world like you. My only companion. Curious what he means by that. Just what the hell was that all about? What did he mean by his only companion? Does that mean Spacey, my father mistook you for his sibling. You have the same power as we do, and you don't know where it came from. I don't know what all this means either, but I do know one thing. You are not from the Genji. And we're not. He's not wrong. Stop! Don't say that! I am the youngest child of the Genji. I am! That's who I've always been! That's how I've lived my entire life! Whether it was in Kurama or Hiraizumi! I was terrified the very ground beneath my feet was going to crumble and swallow me whole. Let go, Tomomori! I'm leaving! Get off of me! I won't let you go. Why? Because I don't want to let you go. Look, he's so pouty, it's adorable. Fight for us, Tomomori. Don't let me go. Tomomori's voice was flustered as he spoke. His hand grabbed me and pulled my body closer to his. Ah! I know you have this idea of who you are, and I know you've suffered greatly up until now because of that idea. But I know what you heard just now is pierced deep into your heart. You're really going to be able to throw yourself into battle again if these questions still linger? If you go back now without answers to these questions, you'll be in agony. I don't want that for you. Oh. I love him. If I didn't love him before, I mean, he kind of is squishy on the inside, isn't he? Tomomori... Please, don't leave me like this. Can't let you go. Let go. I looked down to see Tomomori's hand in mine. I found it near impossible to shake off. But I always knew this day would come. I always knew someday I'd have to tear his hand from mine. Tomomori, no matter what you say, I am Genji. I'm not Heike, and I never will be. Wait. I shook off Tomomori's hand and ran as fast as I could. No, but we just got here! I am Genji. I am Spacey Kuro Minamoto. That's who I am. I'm not a Heike. In the moonless darkness, I kept running and running. But fear seemed to catch me no matter how hard I ran. Couldn't stop thinking about the last time I saw Tomomori's face. What, like 2 minutes ago? As if to shake off everything, I headed for the mountain path alone. This is where you go talk to your mom and find out she's not really your mom. Chapter 10 already. Woohoo! Poor Tomomori. I'm sorry, Tomomori. I love you. I would never have left you. I would have let you hold me and console me while I cried. I ran from Rokuhara as fast as I could. When I finally stopped, my breathing became ragged and sweat dripped from my jaw. You're... Oh! Rengetsu! How can you mistake me for someone I've never even heard of? The more I thought about it, the more confused I became. Let go, Tomomori! I'm leaving! Get off of me! I won't let you go. Why? Because I don't want to let you go. Don't want to! I don't want you to either. I remembered the way he called my name as I ran away from him. I remembered the way Tomomori grabbed my hand and held it tightly. No more confusion! I'm Genji! I must be! And yet, why can't I get rid of your warmth from my hands? On the empty mountain road, my voice melted into the darkness. I used to just want to be a normal person. Not Genji, just a regular person. But after fighting with Tomomori, I decided not to run away from my fate, to live as a Genji. But now this... No, I am Genji. I don't care what anyone else says. I have to go home, to my people. That's where I belong. But it's not. You belong nowhere. 1 month later, Kamakura. A month, wow. Kyoto still seems to be in a state of confusion and turmoil with the unexpected death of Kiyomori. For a hot second, was like he died? Oh, right, he died. Kind of forgot about that. And indeed, like the capital, it seems the Heike family too has been thrown into chaos. Kiyomori was a central figure in the Heike family. It was only natural they'd be so confused. I see. Frankly, sir, I'm more concerned about the movements of Yoshinaka. After raising an army in Kiso, he seems to be taking advantage of the Heike confusion and is closing in on Kyoto as we speak. Yoshinaka? Oh, that's good, isn't it? He'll further reduce Heike's strength for us. Yeah, but he's kind of a dick. Lord Yoritomo, I have news! I'm assuming it's... Come. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was assuming it was Takatsuna. Shungen and the others have found Lord Spacey and brought him back. No! This is the worst ever! Oh, well, actually, we need to pine and realize that we love Tomomori and then run away to find him again. So, okay, that's cool. What? Spacey, come here. Excuse me. As I entered the room, my eyes met Sir Kagetoki's as he sat beside my brother. I heard you were captured by the enemy general, but you managed to escape? Yeah, Tomomori's kind of in love with me, so it's a little bit easier than you'd think it would be. I bowed my head in silence at Sir Kagetoki's words. Oh, Kagetoki's like, you're in league with them! Oh my god. Are they gonna, like, think I'm evil and then I'm gonna have to run away and be like, my own people don't love me! Okay, Tomomori does. My brother's eyes were as cold as they were when we first met. It's true, like, our brother gives no fucks about us. He was like, fine, Shungen, I guess you could go find him, because, like, whatevs. But I'm wondering if he distrusts us. Did he even care that I've returned? Nope. What are you thinking? You know how busy he is. He has so many other things on his mind besides me. Brother, I'm sorry I've been absent since the battle at Fuji River. Although I was captured by the Heike, I managed to escape and safely join up with Shungen and the others. With my eyes downcast, I stammered out the words I'd been rehearsing in my head for days. Even if I told him the truth, I'm not sure he'd understand. The truth about Tomomori and I. In the end, I returned here without learning anything about who I am. But I've lived my whole life as a Genji, and as a man. I can't change that now. Just have to keep moving forward. It's funny because, like, when Tomomori took her, she's like, I will live as a man, god damn it! Don't you disrespect me! She was so adamant about it. And, like, now is, like, this statement is almost like, I've lived my whole life as a Genji and a man, so, I mean, I guess this is what I'm stuck with? You know what I mean? It almost sounds like you're resigned in your mind, like, before you were so adamant, I am a Gagey, I am a man, god fucking damn it! And now it's like, I am, I guess. You know what I mean? It's like you're tottering. She's like tottering on this, like, maybe I don't want to, like, live as a man forever. Like, but also the, like, am I a Genji? I guess this is what I've done my whole life, so this is, you know what I mean? You get to a point where, just with anything, this is what I've done my whole life. You can always change. Never too late to change. For the better. Don't change for the worse. You know what I mean? But it's kind of like she's already resigned in this. It's like, well, I've always lived as a Genji and as a man, so here we are, I guess. But instead of just 100% being resigned to it, like, it's like, this is what I am. I can't change that. But it's like there's a little voice. Can I? Do I want to? Huh, like she's debating it, you know? Like, maybe that's not what I want, actually, you know? Just find that interesting. Spacey, raise your head. Yes, sir. When I looked up fearfully, my gaze collided with my brother's, who was staring directly at me. It's good to have you back safe and sound. It's so funny because, like, he's such a hard ass in this, but when he has these little moments, you're like, oh, because we know he's a softie on the inside. But, like, not in this route, probably. I heard about what you did at Fuji River. The way you saved the troops on the surprise attack and brought us to victory. Oh, well done. Brother, the absolute distance and coldness I had felt when I first met him had eased somewhat. Yeah, but again, though, this is when, like, even in his route, am I just a tool? Am I a tool? Am I a stupid fucking tool? Am I a bed? Am I a stupid bed? She's all that, just, like, circling around over there. But you know what I mean? That's basically, but it's exactly that. He's like, oh, useful tool. Oh, I appreciate what you did. Do you really? I mean, yeah. But you don't give a fuck if it was me or somebody else doing it, you know what I mean? Maybe he does care about me after all. No, girl, nah. Your words are far too kind, brother. All I was doing was carrying out your orders. I was choked up by the unexpected kindness from him. Please continue to work for the success of the Genji. For the Genji? Of course, my lord. I'll always work for the good of the Genji. Not as a Heike. Not as some being with strange abilities, but as a Genji. I see. Silence fell upon the room, and I heard my brother draw in a sharp breath. You may go now. Yes, sir. Spacey, make sure you get some rest before the next battle. Yes, sir. Oh my god, are we going to come to the next battle and we have to fight Tomomori? Tomomori's just sulking in a corner somewhere because we left him. My TV screen is so fucking dirty, it's driving me bonkers. I exhaled lightly as I left the room. Princess. I thought I heard Tomomori's voice, and I looked around. I, for a second, was like, what is he doing here? He's gonna get himself killed. He's not really here, though, is he? I heard him. Is this some kind of dream? Lord Spacey, are you okay? Oh, hey, Takatsuna. I thought I had... Sorry, I was looking for something in my drawer. I guess I don't have any here. I thought I had, like, cleany white things. I don't know where the hell they are. I haven't fully unpacked fucking everything. That I had, like, I was like, motherfucker, my TV is really goddamn dirty. And I was like, do I have those wipes in this drawer up here? Not in this drawer up here, so Lord knows where the fuck they are. They're still in a box, probably, because I have not... After, like, almost living here a year, my craft room and office stuff is still, like, in boxes. But now it's impossible to get to half that if I wanted to unpack it because of all the, like, the clothes bins and stuff that need to go in my dresser drawers that I just got. That I can't use until they de-stinkify because they smell like, you know, a musty old basement. It's 2 years worth of festering in that scent, so... Yeah! My god, vinegar is not taking it out. But I'm gonna, like, just do the best I can to de-stinkify them and then just put baking soda in the drawers. Like, I read that if you do that even for like a couple of weeks, but then it's like, but that's a couple more weeks that I can't put anything away, so my closet's in fucking shambles from all the shit just shoved in there. And then my guests I can't get into any of the boxes because of all the bins of clothes and stuff that are like, I'm just like, fuck it at this point. So I don't know where half my shit is now, all my office stuff. But my TV, every time the screen goes black, I'm like, God damn, it's so dirty. From just moving it around and then moving it here and then never cleaning it off. God knows how long it's been since I cleaned it, but anyway. Did they listen to what you had to say? Were you all waiting for me here? We were worried they might get upset with you, so we came to check on you. Aw. And if they got upset, we wanted to be here to comfort you. Thanks, everyone, but it's okay. Instead of my brother being upset, he was actually very kind to me. Or Yoritomo? That's a little strange, isn't it? The fuck, Shungen? It's true, though. What are you saying, Shungen? Of course it's only natural that brothers care for each other. But Shungen's like, yeah, but your brother's a bit of an asshole, so, like, I'm surprised he was nice. Exactly. Really? It is? Natural for brothers to care for each other. Really? Tadanobu. You know he's side-eyeing Suganobu right now with that fucking look on his face. Oh dear God, that's adorable. Oh. Oh, Tadanobu, don't say it like that. You make it sound as though I don't care for you. Yeah, it's not what I meant, brother. Honest. Of course I care. And that's why tomorrow, you and I are going to get up early and spend the entire day studying together. Come on, give me a break. Oh, that's right. The Lord and I are going to practice with swords tomorrow, right? And there's no escape, Tadanobu. Well, in that case, how about we do a bit of both, studying and training? Really? Would it be okay if I joined too, Lord Spacey? I love how Takatsuna's just joined our little man harem band. That sounds like a good time. Please allow me to join as well. Don't overdo it, Shino. You just got back after all. What, you don't want to join the man harem band over here? Psh. Buzzkill Shungen. Even Noritsune, Shigehira, and Tomomori want to join the man harem band. I'm just saying. I'm waiting for them to show up any minute. That's right. First things first. You need to have a good rest tonight. That's a good idea. Well, if he's taking the night off, I'd better do the same. What are you talking about? We've still got a lot of work to do. Come on, everyone. Let's go. Don't pull so hard. He's dragging him out. And so long, Lord Spacey. Catch you later. We're going to have a hard time sleeping because Tomomori's not there to hold our hand. But here's my question, right? Because you know that's exactly what's going to happen. Or he's going to show up in our dreams. That could be it too. But, like, if we have this whole, like, I can't sleep without Tomomori holding our hand, what were we doing for the weeks after we ran away from him? Because, like, this is a month after, like, is it... I kind of remember a month later. Was this a month after we disappeared? Or a month after I ran away from Tomomori? At any rate, it's been a month and a half, maybe 2 months. Anywhere from a month to 2 months that we've been kind of missing. Let's just throw that out there. So, like, but if we've been away for Tomomori for a couple of weeks to a month, we should have missed him holding our hand a lot sooner than now. You know what I mean? I mean, I get it, since they didn't show us for that month. They were like, 1 month later, you know, this will be when it happens. But it is just kind of weird timing-wise. Oh, God, I didn't read that, did I? Hearing everyone's energetic voices like this makes me feel like I'm back where I belong. I listened carefully in the hallway where the silence had returned. I guess that voice just now really was my imagination. It just goes to show how much I grew to care about Tomomori. But don't forget, the time I spent with Tomomori is all in the past now. What I thought about on the boat on Lake Biwa has come to pass. We're enemies after all. Shinji, Keikei. I closed my eyes tightly and said the words firmly to myself. I just have to get back to the way things were before I started traveling with Tomomori. I'm going to live here as Genji's youngest son, I love the fact that she's like, without Tomomori. I don't care about Tomomori. I actually miss Tomomori. Like, it's just so... I like how she kind of fell for him in that short little period of time. She's gonna dream about him. Oh, a few months later, Rokuhara, Kyoto. So now it's like... We traveled with Tomomori, and now it's been several months, at least, since we ran away. Oh, Tomomori, he's probably sad and lonely. I'm surprised. I really thought we were going to go dream that night, and he was going to be in our dreams. But maybe he's left us alone. Lord Norimori, I have urgent news. Come in. Please excuse me. It seems that some 50,000 of Yoshinaka's troops are already approaching Kyoto. What? Yoshinaka? How's that even possible? How can we possibly respond? Even if we were to intercept them, we'd have to be ready now. I guess old Tsunemasa wasn't up to the task of stopping Yoshinaka. Father, what's there to think about? The answer's clear. The Heike should unite and defeat Yoshinaka here and now. He's right. Don't you agree, brother? Tomomori's just been sitting in a corner for months. He's got dust and spider webs all over him. Hey, Tomomori! Why so quiet? Don't tell me you're thinking we should fight Yoshinaka. Oh, we shouldn't fight Yoshinaka. I'm like, what? Okay, I might have read that wrong. You all can do whatever you want. What are you talking about? The fate of the Heike's at stake here. Brother's always like this. First you just up and disappear after the Battle of Fuji River, and now this? It's unforgivable! Listen, Noritsune, you understand the same shit that Tomomori's going through, okay? You did once, in another world. Pretty bold of you to talk to my brother like that, Noritsune. I'm just stating a fact. Stop your bickering! Sorry, Father. To fight or not, I don't care. Spacey, just who are you? Based on what Father said, I can only come to one conclusion. But is that really possible? I was always told that Father had no siblings of the same mother. And that face that Spacey showed me that night, it was the same as when we first met, but there were no tears in her eyes. Wrapped in such sorrow and pain, you fled from me again. Oh my god, that's like a poem, but like, wrapped in such sorrow and pain, you fled from me again. Stop it, Tomomori. Stop it! Tomomori, no matter what you say, I am Genji. I'm not Heike, and I never will be! I told her to stay, but she shook my hand off and fled away. Told her to stay, but she shook my hand off and fled. Tomomori! Will you stop with the fucking rhyming? He's like writing some weird fucking sad emo poetry over here, Jesus. Long ago I wanted to see her flourish on a path of carnage, destruction, and hellfire. But now all I long to do is hold you back from ever falling down that path again. I always thought I could spend my time flowing along with the stream of life. But when it comes to her, look at his sad face. Oh, his sweet little sad eyebrows. I haven't seen you since that fateful day. You've rejected me from your dreams. I was starting to wonder. I was like, maybe he didn't show up in our dreams. I was like, we rejected him that easily? Spacey, what are you doing now? What are you thinking now? May I have a word with you? How can I help you? If we were to attack him now, unprepared, would we really be able to defeat Yoshinaka? I propose that instead we take my child, Emperor Antaku, and the sacred treasures and retreat west. What the hell? And let the capital fall? Together with Emperor Antaku. It would be best not to force a conflict with Yoshinaka. He has the momentum and is better prepared to fight. And that's a rather calm view for the always emotional Tokuko. Right now, okay. Who are you? Why? Why are you here? How dare you? Mother wasn't the only one who was acting strange that night. Tokuko was acting strange too. Kidnap your sister. Find out. The meaning of what she was rambling about was unclear to me. Reclaiming the capital is something we can do eventually, once we're ready. Our first priority now is to survive. Opportunity will always come back to us. Lady Tokuko! If that's what Lady Tokuko suggests! Wow, so we're seriously gonna flee the capital? Why? You seriously want me to turn my back on the enemy and run? I fucking love how Noritsune's like, fuck that shit! I will fight! Ah! You know he's like in a small, angry little thing. He's like a fucking chihuahua. He's just like all the anger in this tiny, adorable little ball. It's so sweet. I'm simply suggesting we fight when the time is right. Or do you intend to fight too early and put Emperor Antaku in danger? But... Oh no, it's terrible! What is it? Lord Yorimori's left Kyoto with many of his samurai! What? Uncle Yorimori, mother's brother. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Yorimori and Norimori. Like, could you... Jesus fucking Christ. His remaining vassals said they're trying to escape to Yoritomo's place in Kamakura. Uncle Yorimori's going to Yoritomo? I don't understand. Well, they're both Yoris. Does that mean we should give up on the Heike and let Yoritomo help us fight off Yoshinaka? How dare you! The Heike would never stoop so low! But why to Yoritomo, our enemy? Won't they just catch him and kill him? Yorimori's the son of Lady Ikinozeni, the woman who saved Yoritomo's life. He may be counting that to save his life. Okay, so here's interesting. So... Kiyomori's mother was the one with the magical demon powers, right? Died, whatever. He's the supposedly only son of whoever that woman was. Okay? Right? Now we're like debating, did he have a secret sibling that we don't know about? You know, whatever. Ikinozeni is Yorimori's mother. Okay, now we're finding this out. But who the fuck is Norimori's mother? Who the hell are you? Where's your did like Kiyomori's father like marry another woman in between Demon Lady and Ikinozeni? Because like this is really weird for Norimori to be like, Yorimori is the son of Lady Ikinozeni, the woman who saved Yoritomo's life, instead of being like, well, I mean, hi. I mean, I guess that's a way to explain it so that we understand, but it sounds like a very weird thing to say if that is your full brother who is also the child of your actual mother, and your mother is the one who did... You know what I mean? If Ikinozeni is Norimori's mother, there's a weird fucking way for him to talk about her, is all I'm saying. So, like, who the fuck are you? And you're definitely, like, Ikinozeni was around more recently because she saved us and Yoritomo. We were children. So, like, I guess maybe, like, you're the wife in between? So Yorimori's, like, the younger brother? Like, because otherwise that's just a weird way to talk about your own mom, is all I'm saying. So now I'm confused. The child of Lady Ikinozeni. But the funniest part is Tomomori's saying this like he doesn't know. Like, you're old enough to know, like, your grandpa had, like, 14 wives, and, like, well, I guess maybe in this you're like, I don't know, my grandpa had so many fucking wives and so many fucking kids, and, like, I got so many aunts and uncles, I don't know who the fuck their parents are. I guess. I just feel like that's something you should know, though, you know? You'd be like, oh, yeah, no, my grandfather had 2 wives. one of them was my grandmother and the other one's my step-grandmother and my aunts and uncles are related. You know what I mean? It just feels like, oh, she had a kid, huh? Like, unless he's thinking, like, unless his thought process is like, the child of Ikinozani, she knew some shit. Maybe he knows some you know what I mean? Unless that's where his thought process is going. Again, it's just phrased weird. I don't know. Isn't that awful, brother? Well, I don't much remember Uncle Yorimori. All I remember is that he was rather unpleasant. He's never been one for family gatherings, but to leave us now, it's unthinkable. None of my uncles know very much about father, and not even Uncle Norimori. I'm wondering if... Well, then again, it does. It really sounds like... Our father was probably... Well, obviously, Kiyomori was the oldest. Our father. I'm thinking of, like, we're Tomomori right now, because we're staring at him. So Kiyomori was obviously the oldest. His mother was the one with the demon dragon power. She died. Who knows how many other step-grandmas they had. It's just Ikinozani was the most recent, I guess? But the child of Lady Ikinozani... He might just know more. We cannot allow him to get away with this! We must go after him at once! And Tomomori's like, I'll do it! They're like, wait, what? Yes, Tokuko was right. I'll go and bring him back here. Fucking knew that, and they're all like, wait, what? They know something's up! Brother, what's gotten into you? They were over there, we should run away, and he's like, I don't really give a fuck. And then they're like, blah, 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 blah. So he's like, I'll do it! I will go for the family! And they're like, weren't you just over there acting like you didn't give a shit? It's been some time since I've seen Uncle Yorimori. What a bad nephew I've been. Perhaps it's time I pay him a visit. They're all like... I just love how Tomomori's thought process, like, we're seeing it, but everybody else is like, he's over there like he gives no fucks, and all of a sudden he's like, I will fight in the battle! And they're like, huh? I mean, okay, but... What? Shikahiro's like, yeah, bloodshed! And everybody else is like, is he on drugs? Do we have him checked for drugs? Do we need to call the guidance counselor in? What the fuck is wrong with this kid? Right? I mean, I know he's an adult, but still. You know, and then, like, now he's over there like, yeah, whatever we do, I don't give a shit. And then he's like, I will go bring our uncle back. And everyone's like, wait, what? They're like, did he hit his head? Was he really injured in that battle? He said he was injured, but was that a head wound? Like, it's gotta be so funny being anybody else trying to figure out what the fuck Tomomori's on. Finally, Osaka! Come on, can't we go any faster? I'm sorry, my lord, we have a lot of baggage and the horses are moving as fast as we'd like. If we don't hurry, the Heike will notice we're gone. And where might you be going at this late hour? They're like, who the fuck are you? It's been a while, Uncle Yorimori. How long has it been since we last saw each other? You! What are you doing here? It'd be so much funny if Yorimori was, like, barely older than Tomomori. Because, like, Yorimori's dad was just fucking banging everything. I mean, saying. What a rude way to speak to your nephew. Do you really hate me that much? Anyone hate you? I love you so much, you goddamn beautiful bastard. You misunderstand. I just assume you've come to kill me. Kill you? I'm your nephew, remember? I don't believe you! He sure is frightened, isn't he? I'm not lying. Now, come this way. Yeah, because that doesn't sound like something someone's gonna say before they kill you. Yeah, stay away from me, you monster! No, that's not... I mean... Monster? What a terrible thing to say to your nephew. Or do you have some reason to think I'm a monster, Uncle? No, it's nothing, I'm sorry! Uncle, you'd better answer honestly. I have a very short temper. Or perhaps I should frighten you a bit. I think he's already frightened a bit. But I like how Tomomori's using this to his advantage. Come on, give me a break! So, let's talk a bit. everyone else return to Kyoto. Yes, sir! Yorimori's like, this is my army! And she freaking Tomomori's like, technically, as the eldest son, I think he is. Well, his sister might be the oldest. But she's also a woman, so it's like, yeah, you got the emperor, like, but she's not allowed to run the family, you know what I mean? Although, Yamori was handing over, like, the fucking Heike to us, but he either didn't realize we were a woman, or was like, whatever. I don't know. I just assumed Tomomori's the oldest. So they're basically like, Tomomori's kind of in charge now? I mean, I think Norimori's in charge, but at the same time, it's like, well, like, I think if Tomomori wanted to be, yeah, he'd take the reins. But he doesn't give any fucks, so. Now, if I may. Why do you fear me so much? So what you did when you were 5, I can't even imagine 20 years later. I don't! Let me rephrase that. What did your mother, Lady Ikinozane, say about us? What? I want to know about Kiyomori's mother. You sure you don't know something? Otherwise, why are you so afraid of me? Well, that's... As I said before, I have an extremely short temper. The sooner you speak, the better. All I know is that you... You worried. Oh, okay, never mind. I know how he's saying it. I was like, it just came out, I couldn't read it properly in my brain. I was like, are you worried to offend a blood relative? Think nothing of that. And just tell me who my grandmother is. It's funny. Never in my whole life have I wanted to know something as desperately as I do now. I really don't know much. Well, all I know is that I heard from my mother, and all I know is what I heard from my mother, and I don't know how much truth there is to that story. All she ever told me was that Kiyomori's mother was impure. I mean, that's a weird way of phrasing anything, because, like, think of the standard, typical, impure. Harlot! But it's kind of like, but I mean, like, she'd be impure once she got married, right? Technically. I mean, impure? What's she like? Is she like a Shirabiyoshi? And that's what they're talking about? Because, like, I just think it's very funny that there was this whole stigma, even, like, even still, kind of, but, like, in ye olde times, that woman is a harlot, she's impure! And yet, who's paying her money to get laid? That'd be you. It's really funny that you judge women for having sex. Still, but, like, in the oldie days, it was worse, like, what? She had sex before marriage, the whore? How many women have you had sex with, whore? Let's just seriously, come on. Like, fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Like, anyway. That's what my mother used to say. She said that the marriage between Tadamori and Kiyomori's mother was an impure union. I need some clarification here. Were they siblings? I mean, that's the only thing I could think, an impure union. Because, like, impure has, I mean, there's so many different things that you could take from that, but it sounds almost like she was a harlot. Like, what, she had sex before marriage and she was slept with somebody else, and then because I mean, like, they don't really seem to care about that, since supposedly my mother became Kiyomori's concubine, so it's not like he freaking cared that she was boned to somebody. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't seem to be a big thing. Oh, well, she was married, so it's different. Like, if you're a Shirabiyoshi out there just, like, parading, then that's a whore. But, like, yeah, if you got married and you had 3 husbands, whatevs, I mean... So, I mean, look, I don't know. But, like, but their union being impure almost is like, were they related? Because that's the only thing I could think would make it, like, seem weird. Like, You know? Huh. Curious, though. I mean, but it could also just be like however they translated it, or just, for the time. I don't know. Like, I'm not from ye olde times. I don't really know. So, anyway, the news that Yoshinaka's army had invaded Kyoto with the Heike fleeing sent tremors throughout the land. But I want to know more about this. Go back to Tomomori. I never expected the Heike to flee. I assumed they'd stay and fight Yoshinaka's army to the bitter end. How far the Heike have fallen. Perhaps the effects of Kiyomori's death are even greater than we had thought. The Heike have fled Kyoto. Tomomori looked sincerely uninterested in Heike's affairs. I wonder if he feels the same way even now. I wish I knew what he was thinking. You could find out what he's thinking if you let him in your dreams. So what's gonna happen now? Will Kyoto be ruled by Lord Yoshinaka and Kamakura will be ruled by Lord Yoritomo? No, I don't think the Heike are planning on giving up just yet. At any rate, they stole the sacred treasures when they fled. I mean, that seems like a smart thing to do. You were them, right? The symbols of the throne? Then Emperor Ontoku of the Heike clan is the legitimate heir to the throne! Surely Emperor Go Shirakawa will not stand for this. And perhaps he'll order Yoshinaka's army to hunt down the Heike and the sacred treasures. So, will Yoshinaka's army defeat the Heike? I wonder what Tomomori will do then. If the Heike are to perish, will he silently accept that as his destiny? Heart ached as I remembered Tomomori's mischievous smile. I love how she's like, not what's gonna happen to that? She's like, what's gonna happen to Tomomori? Sad thinking of his smile. Girl, have you clued in that you're in love with him? I love it so much. I love that she's pining and I don't think she realizes why. But then, things took an unexpected turn. You wanted to see me, brother? Spacey, I need you to do something for me. Of course, what is it? I received an order from the Imperial Court the other day. If you say kill Tomomori, I'm gonna say no. The Imperial Court? Do you mean a command directly from Emperor Go Shirakawa himself? Why didn't the Emperor reach out to Lord Yoshinaka? Because Lord Yoshinaka's a fucking tool! My army will obey this order. I need you to carry it out. An order directly from His Highness? Yes, I need you to do this for me. Understood? He stared intently at me. Yes, my lord, I won't let you down. Good. Now go to Kyoto and wipe out Yoshinaka and his forces. You're like, wait, what? That was, well, slightly more unexpected than kill Tomomori. I mean, for her. I mean, for us, you kind of knew what was coming because we played this game. You mean, Lord Yoshinaka? We're both Genji. The unexpected order made my mind go blank. Yoshinaka's army invaded Kyoto and forced the Heike to flee. He's not our enemy, is he? After driving out the Heike from the capital, the Yoshinaka's forces have ransacked Kyoto. They must be stopped. So Yoshinaka's army isn't protecting Kyoto, they're just pillaging the place. They say the lives of the people of Kyoto have never been worse, due to all the looting and destruction. Destruction. Came out weird accent. Oh, can't be. His Highness is deeply distressed by the situation. The capital is even worse than when it was ruled by the Heike. Well, see, the Heike aren't all that bad. Have we been saying this the whole time? His Highness has ordered me to put an end to Lord Yoshinaka and his vandalism of Kyoto. What my brother says is true, then we must do something about Lord Yoshinaka and his army. But I never thought we'd take on another member of the Genji clan. But, brother, Lord Yoshinaka's our cousin, is he not? So? His face in response bore no hint of emotion. Spacey, you will follow this order and fight for me. You? Won't you? I mean, do I have a choice? He offered it as a question, but I knew I had no choice. My brother ordered me to go to Kyoto with Lord Kagetoki to defeat Lord Yoshinaka. The strategy was to first divide the army into two and attack from two places at the same time. Seita and Uji on the Uji River. Of the two, Lord Kakatoki was to lead the main force. I was to lead the flanking forces. However... This is real bad. I came to check on the Uji River with Shungen and the others in preparation for the crossing and subsequent assault. I won't be able to reach Yoshinaka's army on the other side of the river without crossing here. The river's flowing too fast. It's been raining for the last few days and the water level's too high to cross safely. We don't have a choice. We have to cross the river. Didn't we do this once before? In one other route where we I'll cross the river! we rage crossed the river and dragged everyone with us. Was that which route was that in? As Shungen said, crossing this river would be a difficult task. And if we don't cross the river and take out the enemy quickly, they'll just continue to hit us with arrows. Yeah, we did this before in a different route, right? I'm not crazy. I stared at the Yoshinaka army camp across the river. Are you really going to take on Sir Yoshinaka, my cousin and fellow Genji? Sir, we're only a few hours away from the start of the battle. Lord Spacey, are you really going to start a war with Yoshinaka's army like this? I don't have a choice. What? Hey, brother! Surely something must be done to stop those who are wreaking havoc on the capital. But it'd be too foolish to go into battle pretending to ignore his hesitation. Shungen looked straight at me as I turned around in surprise. Shinao, Yoshinaka's Genji. He's not some Heike warlord. That's what's bothering you, right? Yes, but I have clear instructions from my brother to take down Lord Yoshinaka. And his orders are coming directly from the Emperor. The Emperor? Look, Lord Yoshinaka could make up with His Highness if he just apologized. Tadanobu, please. Be quiet for just a moment. No, wait. What is it, my lord? We can cross the river and invade Kyoto before Lord Kakatoki and the main army. Maybe we can capture Lord Yoshinaka alive. That way he'd have the chance to beg Emperor Go Shirakawa for mercy. I see. Give him one last chance to apologize in person. In addition, if my brother and I support his plea for mercy, His Highness may just grant him leniency. Oh, your brother's gonna fucking come after you next for this. An excellent idea! Sir Yoshinaka will have a chance to reflect on his crimes, and you'll not be forced to kill a fellow Genji. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not so confident that will work out. It's worth a try, isn't it? Besides, if it makes it easier for our lord, he'll be more willing to fight. A fight with that hope in your heart, my lord, even if it may be a long shot. I suppose you're right. Besides, if that's what Shinaho wants, no matter how slim the odds, we have to do our best to make it happen. I like how Shunken's like, I don't think that's gonna work, and Suganobu's like, just let him dream. Alright. Yeah, you're right. As the flanking force will have the ability to move more freely than the main force. The only challenge will be the sheer difficulty of crossing these rapids quickly. Still, I think it's worth the risk. Let's do it, Master Spacey. It's far better than doing nothing at all. I looked around at everyone's faces as they nodded at me. Thank you all. I don't want the Genji to be forced to kill one another. We must cross the river before Lord Kakatoki and the others. Tell the men the strategy is as follows. Hurry across the river and report Sir Yoshinaka's whereabouts as soon as you find him. Do not strike. Take him alive. Got it! Sometime later, the first line of Kiso's army stood on the shore, their bows already at the ready. The river's flowing pretty fast. We'll get the horses in close together, form an Maikata? Something like that. And cross the river. Umaikata. Something. The accent's in all the wrong places, but anyway. A strategy used when crossing a river with a strong current by connecting multiple horses together side by side. We're making a pony raft! Do not attempt to strike back while we're crossing. No matter how many arrows they shoot, just focus on getting across. Alright, everybody, hold on! We definitely did this before, I remember this, but on my order, the soldiers entered the Uji River one after another. I feel like it had to have been in our brother's route. Ugh. I knew the crossing would be tough, but this current's absolutely brutal. As soon as we entered the river from the shore, the torrent of the Uji grabbed us and tried to pull us deeper into the current. And guys, if the horse's legs can't reach, loosen up on the reins and let him swim. That's when the rain of arrows from Yoshinaka's army came crashing down on us. Yeah, they really should have, but don't waste the arrows. They'll drown, it's fine. Everyone, keep your heads down. Soldiers who had taken the lead and had reached the middle of the river were knocked out one by the arrows. Everyone hold your lines! Keep crossing! However, many of the Genji troops were stranded in the river, unable to move thanks to the overpowering current of the Uji River. Fire! Hit him again! Fire! My lord! Benkei! An arrow lodged its way painfully through Benkei's arm as he shielded me. Don't worry about me, my lord. It's my duty to protect you. Now please get behind me. No, it's too dangerous. Being careful isn't going to get us anywhere. We'll be your shield. That's right. Once you make it across, you can take out those archers. Oh, we're going to take them out, all right. All right, Shinhao, we'll be your shield. You're going to make it across. No, you're putting yourselves in too much danger. Damn, I have a point. If we don't hurry up and get across, the whole mission will be in jeopardy. And if we don't make it across the river, everyone will... Here we go. Yep, we know this is going to happen. I gripped my chest tightly as I felt my entire body pulsating strangely. Wait, I know this feeling. That power, it's coming. No, no, no! I don't want to forget myself and slay my opponents ruthlessly! Confusion and fear overtook me. Stop it! No! I don't want to lose control! Oh my god. Saved by Tomomori. Look at this. I wasn't going to say, like, she showed up in a CG, but it's like, whatever, we've seen that. But now there's just beautiful fucking Tomomori peering into our eyes from it. God, it's gorgeous. Anyway. My love. Tomomori? Don't worry. There's nothing to be afraid of. Shall I hold your hand? Here. Suddenly I found myself raising my hand into the air. What's that? Feel him. I can feel his presence. Don't be afraid. Remember what it felt like to hold Tomomori's hand. I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to act like a monster. Just want to protect. The painful breathing became easier, and I slowly took in a deep breath. This is definitely different because we like went crazy and flew across the river and dragged everyone with it. We're like, ah! You know? So, well, I think we flew across, took out the archers, and everyone got across. But like, so this is definitely slightly, obviously different because Tomomori didn't appear to us gorgeously like that, so. This could do this. Ah! Did it. But somehow I feel different than before. Everyone, I'm alright! I'll make it across the river and take out Yoshinaka's archers! Shinhao! I bent my knees and leapt into the air. My body was released from the water and I found myself landing on the other side. Now we're controlling our demon powers. It's okay. I'm still me. This power, They've crossed the river! Don't let them take the shore! Don't let them establish a beachhead! Stop them at all costs! Ah! Out of my way! Ah! I feel so powerful. Whoa! Ha! Ah! had crossed the river. I heard the sounds of the soldiers still in the river cheering. You did it, Lord Spacey! You see him, men! Follow Lord Spacey and push across the river! Ah! Cross! Follow our lord! The Genji army, gaining momentum, began to cross the river in unison. Did it all thanks to Tomomori. Yeah! Ah! The number of their archers had also decreased significantly as more and more of our troops began coming on shore. It looks like we're going to make it. I checked the situation on the riverbank and then rushed off into the capital. My body feels so light. Looks like I still have some power left. I squeezed my right hand with my left. Saved me? Tomomori. The muttered words drifted behind me and disappeared, but the warmth of Tomomori's hand was still there. Aww, we're a little under time, but this is a good place to stop. So we're gonna continue pining for Tomomori, next time. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.